Come on, everyone. Where are others? 50 students sitting in the class, just switching on the camera. Because the camera is not switched on, you just start the computer and sit or what? You're having your notebook, textbook with you, isn't it? Because today we're going to learn reactions, and reactions, as you're doing it for the first time, you need to understand every finer detail which goes into learning reactions. So I would want everyone who is sitting in my class currently, if you are in the lecture, I want you all to be sitting with your notebook and your textbook. I'm giving you time. Don't be under the impression because we are sitting online, it is all right, we just sit as it is. It is not allowed. There is no point in sitting for such lectures. Might as well leave the meeting and go, please. See, you've learned about chemical reactions before also, but today we're going to learn actually how to begin with, because this is the basics what you're going to learn in 8th standard, which is be followed by 9th and 10th standard. If you don't understand the basics, then that is how chemistry becomes difficult for all of us. Are you all aware that we have already started with the chapter chemical change and chemical bond, where we've already started with the changes, that is physical change and chemical change. Physical changes are temporary, chemical changes are permanent. Do you remember we discussed examples to all these? And whenever a chemical change takes place, there is a chemical reaction happening because of which there is a change in the bond. This was the last equation which we have done in the previous class, where we were talking about how to write the word equation. This kind of representation of a reaction with the help of words like citric acid, sodium bicarbonate, carbon dioxide, plus, are you all listening to me? Sodium citrate, that is acid plus alkali giving me carbon dioxide and salt. This is a type of neutralization reaction. Today we are going to learn how to write a chemical reaction. This is a word equation. See, I am going to teach you chemical equation today. The steps of representing a chemical equation. So everyone, let's quickly start with the lecture. So steps involved in writing a chemical equation are, I'm taking a random equation. The things which react together, like for example, if I'm taking magnesium and oxygen, things which we are reacting together are called as reactants. Magnesium and oxygen. I take a strip of magnesium, burn it in the presence of oxygen. I am taking a magnesium ribbon, which I am burning in the presence of oxygen. Now these things react together, so they are called as reactants. Come on everyone, repeat after me. What are they called as? Reactants. What are they called as? Reactants. Now magnesium and oxygen combine together to give us a white colored powder of magnesium oxide. And the answer which we get after the reaction has taken place is called as product. So the things which react together are called as reactants. After the reactants have reacted together, we get an answer which is called as the product. So are these two terms clear to everyone? What are reactants and products? This is not there in the textbook in detail. So if you're relying that we'll read it from the textbook once the lecture gets over, it's not happening. So everyone is going to listen to me right now. Are you clear with these two terms? What is the meaning of reactants and what is the meaning of products? Yes? I think I personally need to thank those students who always are quick on the chat box to tell me. Substances which react together are called as reactants, and the answer which we get after the substances are reacted are called as the products. So reactants are always written on the left hand side and products are always written on the right hand side. The first point is reactants are always written on the left hand side, products are always written on the right hand side. In between the reactants and products, there's always an arrow. See, you might have not written reaction, but you've sure everybody's seen the chemical equation sometimes. So reactants and products are separated by an arrow in between. As you can see here, we have put an arrow. Everybody can see this? First, I said reactants are written on the left hand side, products are written on the right hand side. Second step, in between the reactants and products, we have an arrow. Okay. Now, certain reactions there might be two or more reactants. जैसे ये जो chemical equation है, इसमें two reactant है or one product है, isn't it? Magnesium and oxygen are two reactants and magnesium oxide is one product. In some other reactions there might be more than two or more reactant. दो से ज्यादा भी reactant हो सकता है, दो से ज्यादा product भी हो सकता है. So what do you think we should put in between? दो reactant के बीच में ideally what do you think should come? Plus. Very good. A plus sign is put in between two or more reactants or two or more products. This is the third point. Fourth point. Now, like I said, ये जो reaction था magnesium oxygen, I said magnesium was burnt in the presence of oxygen. So for this reaction to happen, क्या ऐसा है क्या मैं एक magnesium strip लूंगी, उसको ऐसे ही रखेंगे तो वो automatically magnesium oxide में convert हो जाएगा? Is it going to happen that way? No. What I need to do, I need to heat it. So that's a condition required to carry on the reaction. Such conditions are usually mentioned on the arrow. So the condition for heat is mentioned on the arrow like this. Either you can write the entire spelling of heat, which is HEAT, or you can draw a triangle sign. If you draw a triangle also, it is considered in chemistry as a symbol for heat. So whatever conditions are required will be mentioned on the arrow. These four steps are extremely important for this year also. In this year also, when we are doing chemical equation, you need to take all this into consideration. But there's one more step which is not been given to you in this year. Next year, we are going to learn about it, which is called as the physical state. Physical states of the reactants and products are mentioned to make it more informative. Like for example, magnesium. What does magnesium exist in nature? Magnesium is a metal, right? तो मेटल का क्या स्टेट होता है? सॉलिड, लिक्विड या गैस? व्हाट डज इट एग्जिस्ट इन? सॉलिड. So for solid, I'm going to write small s, as you can all see here. Magnesium के बेस पे मैंने लिखा है small s. Oxygen, which is O2, is a gas. So gas के बेस पे हमने लिखा है small g. Similarly, for magnesium oxide, which is a powdered form, solid. So I'll write small s again. So these physical states of reactants and products are also need to be mentioned to make the reaction more informative. These are the steps involved in writing a chemical equation. Did you all understand? No, you don't have to write this. You don't have to write this, but everybody understood the points. We'll revise the points once again with everyone. But did you all understand? All right. Now everyone, come on. Wake everyone up in your house and tell me loudly, what are the steps involved in writing a chemical equation? The first point. Let's start, everyone. Reactants are written on the left-hand side. Products are written on the right-hand side. Reactants, left-hand side. Products, right-hand side. Reactants and products are separated by an arrow. Very good. Come on, quickly. Reactants and products are separated by an arrow. Third point. Two or more reactants are separated by a plus sign. Two or more reactants or products are separated by a plus sign. Fourth point. Conditions are mentioned on the arrow. Conditions are mentioned on the arrow. And the fifth point. Physical states of reactants and products are placed to make the reaction more informative. Physical state of the reactants and products are given to make the reaction more informative. Are you all understanding this? Just give me a minute, please. All right. Got all the points clear, everyone? Any more questions? See, the condition can be written above and under. Both are same. Both are correct. अगर तुम ये heat को नीचे भी लिखते हो तो चलेगा. But ideally, the tendency is to write on the top of the arrow. But if there are two conditions, we can continue below also. Okay. So now we move ahead. Everybody's understood the steps. Now we move ahead and understand how to actually carry out the reactions. So let's see what the chemical changes happening in our everyday life. We find many examples of chemical changes in our surroundings, body, home and laboratory. कितना सारा chemical change हमारे पास हो रहा है? So let's see some of the chemical changes for which one word or chemical equation can be written easily. The first one, let's start with the natural chemical changes here. So under these natural chemical changes, the first one which we're going to discuss today is respiration. I'm sure everybody is aware of this term called as respiration. Who is this DN Nagar DI? He's been he or she, I don't know, has been continuously trying to distract my mind. Please stop doing that. Everybody is aware of the term called as respiration, isn't it? सबको पता है क्या होता है respiration, बताओ. What is respiration? Breathing. Yes. What is exactly happening? That's a change, no? क्या change हो रहा है इसमें? Breathing in and out, inhalation and exhalation. But what are you breathing in? What are you breathing out? So you have to be specific now. Which air do we breathe in? Which air do we breathe out? We breathe in oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide. See, you are telling me very basic. You have to broaden your thinking now. Breathe in oxygen, breathe out carbon dioxide. Okay. But what is exactly happening in respiration? Let's try to understand that now. Now, respiration is a continuously occurring biological process. Obviously, it's continuously occurring. In this process, we inhale the air, that is oxygen, and exhale the carbon dioxide and water vapor. After an in-depth study to this, we found out that glucose in the cells react with the oxygen. Sorry. Glucose in the cells react with the oxygen in the inhaled air to form carbon dioxide and water. So let's try to write the word equation and chemical equation for the following. Let's try to write the word equation and the chemical equation. First, I write the word equation because that becomes very easy. So under word equation, what do we breathe in, students? हम क्या breathe in करते हैं? Which is the air we breathe in? Oxygen. And you all know that there is glucose present inside our body. So this glucose combines with oxygen, undergoes the process of respiration. And what do I breathe out? What do I breathe out? Carbon dioxide and water in the form of water vapor. That's the perspiration. So this is the reaction of respiration. What is in the form of an equation, word equation. Now I'm going to represent the same thing in the form of a chemical equation. Anybody knows the formula of, I think यहाँ पे oxygen, carbon dioxide, water. Everybody knows these formulas. Everybody knows these formulas. They are very simple. What, anybody knows the formula of glucose? Very good, Deepika. Very good, Deven. No, that's the symbol you are saying. I want the molecular formula. Nishita, very good. So the glucose formula is C6H12O6 that combines with oxygen. Rest all the reaction will remain the same. In the form of respiration is going to give me carbon dioxide and water. It's going to give me carbon dioxide and water. Okay, अभी ये तो textbook में था. I don't know whether you actually knew this or you have told me from the textbook. So let me ask you an out of the box question. Anybody knows the molecular formula of sugar? Molecular formula of sugar. Anybody? Google मत करो बैठ के. किसी को नहीं आता है? Very good, Sneha. Very nice. It is C12H22O11. You should know all these are basic general knowledge questions. Dhruvi, very good. I want everyone to write these two reactions in your notebook. Give the heading as natural chemical changes. Natural chemical changes, under which the first one, that is A form, respiration. Write the word equation and chemical equation quickly. Or if you don't write quickly, but please write. It's a request. Don't simply take the screenshot. Don't wait for the teacher to move ahead. I am giving you time to write it down because it is very important to write and practice the chemical equations. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand them. Please, student, make it a habit of writing the equations. Have you all written? So word equation, those who finished can revise with me. We are talking under natural chemical changes. The first one, respiration. And the word equation is glucose plus oxygen. That is the process of respiration, gives us carbon dioxide and water. And the chemical equation becomes C6H12O6 plus O2, giving me CO2 plus H2O. Done? Very nice. So the next process, no, you all have understood what is the technique of we moving ahead and try to understand this. The next one, I want you all to answer my question. Will you all try? Will you all try to answer the next one for me under natural chemical process or natural chemical changes? Okay, let me see how many of you can do it. Let's see. The next process which you are going to learn is photosynthesis. What do we all know about photosynthesis? What is the meaning of photosynthesis? See, don't see the textbook and tell me anything. Please, whatever you understand by the term photosynthesis, you tell me that. Okay, making of food by plants, very nice. When the plants make their food for itself, plants prepare food, very good. So this is how I like. When you tell me the actual things, what comes to your mind when you say about photosynthesis. So we all know that green plants perform photosynthesis in the presence of sunlight. It's a process of preparing food, but this is in the presence of sunlight. So word equation, chemical equation can be written for this natural chemical change. If you have observed, I've written unbalanced because there's one strict rule for writing the chemical equation that it should be balanced. The number of reactants should always be equal to number of products. That is very important. But because in this year 8th standard, you are not supposed to balance the equation. You are only expected to write reactants and products. So we are not writing, but you should know that the reaction should be balanced. And these plants prepare their food. What does plants take in and give out? What does plants take in and give out? Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Very good. So that's the exact opposite of what is actually happening in our body process. So the reaction might also be the opposite. The word equation is plants take in carbon dioxide and water, and this has to be about green plants in the presence of sunlight. And when they take in the carbon dioxide and water, they give out glucose plus oxygen. Glucose is used by the other parts of the plant, that is preparing food, and oxygen is being used up by the human beings. Wasn't it simple? Wasn't this reaction simple? It is exactly the opposite of respiration. So by studying one reaction, you're able to answer two questions. So now in your notebook, you will write photosynthesis, you will write word equation, and the chemical equation you all will try on your own, because just now we studied about glucose also, and then I will show you whether the answer is correct or not. Come on, please try. Yes, I just want you see in your notebook you've written for first one respiration में हमने कैसे word equation और chemical equation लिखा. वैसे photosynthesis में भी you are going to write word equation and then you will write the chemical equation. जो word equation है उसका ही chemical equation लिखो please. Done? Okay, Devin, very good. Shreya, very nice. I'll give you the answer now. Very good, Shubhra. Sneha, very good. You balanced, also very nice. Have you studied this equation in biology also? About photosynthesis? So the chemical equation becomes CO2 plus H2O. Sunlight, green plants give me glucose, which is C6H12O6 plus O2. As you can see, the number of elements on the left hand side is not equal to the number of elements on the right hand side. That means my reactants and products are not equal in number. So it's an unbalanced reaction, but we are going to keep it that way on. Have you all finished writing? Very good. Now we've done with the natural chemical changes. We'll come to the man-made chemical changes now. Natural chemical changes, we had only two types, that is respiration, photosynthesis. Let's come to man-made chemical changes. Now under man-made, we have a lot of chemical reactions which are done manually. We bring about many man-made chemical changes for our use in our everyday life. Let us see a few of them. Chemical change, if you remember, we saw in the first activity, that is the cold drink wala, soda line. It means there's a useful man-made chemical change. Let's see the first one. Combustion of fuels. What do you understand by the term combustion of fuels? Tell me what does it mean? Burning of fuel. Yes, combustion means what? Burning. Burning in the presence of air. So here the fuel which I'm going to talk about, we have fuels like different things. Say wood, coal, petrol, cooking gas. They all are burned for getting energy. But the common substance that burns in all these fuels is carbon. During the combustion process, carbon combined with the oxygen in the air. So if carbon combines with oxygen, we know C plus O2 will give me CO2, that is carbon dioxide is formed. And the common equation can be written for all these combustion processes. So what will be the word equation here? Word equation will be very simple. Carbon plus oxygen on burning gives me carbon dioxide. Can you write the chemical equation for the same? Can you write, give the heading as man-made chemical changes. Give the heading as man-made chemical changes. First one, that is combustion of fuel. Write the equation, that is word equation, and write the chemical equation. Show it to me. How are you going to write it? Write it in the chat box and show me how you're going to write it. Very good, Devin. Okay, Gargi, just check thoda mistake है. Nishita, your answer is correct. Advika, you tell me the products. Shreya, yes, it is correct. No problem. वो ऊपर है, वो नीचे आना चाहिए था. So now my question is, while I'm writing the word equation, why do I write carbon as C and oxygen as O2? Why don't I write oxygen as only O? You all have also told me that you have written O2. Why did you write O2? Why did you write only O? Oxygen का symbol तो O होता है ना? Why did we write O2? Nobody asked me this question. Okay, ma'am, why carbon is only C? Why it is not C2? Why O is O2? Anybody who knows the answer for this? Yes, correct, Advika, but why? Anybody knows the answer to this question? Nobody knows? This is because, students, oxygen is a gas and gases always exist in diatomic state. There's a statement called as diatomic state, means two atoms combined together. And for solids like carbon who are in solid state, they will be written only C. This is metals, sodium, potassium, calcium. Their symbol are always written as a single atomic state because they are monoatomic atoms. But gases like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, I'm talking about individual gases, they will always exist in diatomic state. So you always keep it in mind, gases will be diatomic. So we're going to write O2 is a product as CO2. And combustion of fuel, let me tell you, is a very fast and irreversible chemical change. Did you all get this? सबको समझ में आया? सबने लिखा है अपने नोटबुक में? You all have written, right? Now, let's move to the second type of man-made chemical change, that is cleaning of Shahbat tile with dilute hydrochloric acid. Have you heard about this Shahbat tile before? किसी ने सुना है Shahbat tile के बारे में पहले? You know what is Shahbat tile? No? Okay. Have you heard about marble? Marble suna hai, marble? Yes, this is your marble only. The Shahbat tile is nothing but marble. The chemical composition of Shahbat tile is mainly calcium carbonate. That is your marble only. Calcium carbonate, which is also called as limestone. So the main chemical composition of Shahbat tile is calcium carbonate. During its cleaning with hydrochloric acid, the upper layer of the tile, it reacts with hydrochloric acid and three new products are formed. One of them is calcium chloride, which being soluble in water gets washed away with water. The second product is carbon dioxide. It bubbles up in the air. And the third product is the water, which mixes with the water. Are you getting my point? How are we cleaning? On Shahbat tile, we put what? Hydrochloric acid. So when I put the hydrochloric acid, the calcium chloride product banta hai, that is soluble in water, so it's inside water only. Carbon dioxide to a gas, so it will get evaporated and water will remain as it is. So this is how the cleaning process takes place. Now the same thing I'm going to represent in the form of a word equation first. So abhi word equation kaun likh ke bata sakta hai? Who is going to write the word equation? Let me see. Come on, who is going to show me the word equation? I told you what are we doing? We are doing cleaning of Shahbat tile. What's the chemical composition of Shahbat tile? What's the chemical composition? What's the chemical formula? What is the name? You can tell me. Name. What's the chemical name of, or what's the chemical composition of Shahbat tile? It is anyone? It is calcium carbonate. Very good. So calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid is going to be there in the reactant. And what were the three products formed we discussed? What are three products formed we discussed? Very good, Shreya. Very nice. Calcium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid to give me calcium chloride plus carbon dioxide plus water. Calcium chloride plus carbon dioxide plus water. Now tell me frankly, How many of you are able to understand this, or how many of you are not able to understand anything? Now, how are we going to write the reaction? See here, everyone. Calcium. What is the symbol for calcium? I'll explain this. What's the symbol for calcium? Calcium is Ca. Okay. Calcium is Ca. This is how we're going to write. First letter capital and second letter small. Can everybody see the screen? First letter capital and second letter small. Carbonate. Carbonate stands for carbon and oxygen, and that is in the form of CO3. This you have to by heart the formula, okay? Calcium carbonate is CaCO3. Got my point? सबको कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट तक समझ में आया? That I am going to add with hydrochloric acid. I'm sure everybody now knows the formula of hydrochloric acid, isn't it? Hydrochloric acid का formula पता है सबको? What's the formula of hydrochloric acid? Come on, quickly tell me. Hydrochloric acid. We have studied under acids and bases. Very good, Deepika. First letter capital, that is H, and chlorine will be Cl. If you see, C is capital, L is small. C is capital, L is small, because Cl together corresponds to one name of the element. Always in the name of the element, first letter will be capital, second letter will be small. Now they both start reacting with each other. What will be the product? We all know the product as calcium chloride, right? अभी calcium chloride कैसे बना देखो, ये क्या है calcium and ये क्या है chlorine. In the reactants, when they are reacting with each other,